Hey, welcome back. In this video, let's talk about what is the RAW mode in a DSLR and how it's useful. Even if you're not a photographer, chances are you're fairly familiar with the JPEG format. It's short for Joint Photographic Experts Group, the developers of the format. JPEG is the world's most widely used way of storing image data. And everything from mobiles to television sets and browsers to social media can read and display JPEG images. It is not surprising then that your camera was probably set to shoot in JPEG format straight out of the box, so that you could be shooting one moment and posting the pictures to Facebook or Instagram the next moment. Convenient, right? Yes, but there's one major problem. If the picture you shot is too bright or too dark, or the colors are all wrong, you can't correct them by much. This is because JPEG is a lossy, compressed format, meaning that much of the data captured when you shot the picture is lost in the JPEG format in order to keep the file size small. And if you don't have the data, there's no question of modifying them. Therefore, if you'd like to retain the flexibility of correcting an image after it's been shot, and you have a master file from which you can export images of the highest possible quality, you need a non-lossy and a non-compressed image format. That format is called RAW, and it's available in all DSLRs such as the Nikon D500, the Canons, the Sonys, and also the Panasonics, and also many of the other mirrorless cameras and some advanced point and shoot or bridge cameras as well, such as the Panasonic FZ1000. So you shoot images in the RAW mode, copy them to your computer, do whatever correction and processing is necessary for each picture, and then export them as JPEGs before posting, printing, or sharing them. This correction and exporting can be done with any software application that can understand the RAW file. For example, Canon's free Digital Photo Professional, or DPP as we call it, and Nikon's View NX2. And among the paid third-party apps, you have Adobe's excellent Lightroom and Photoshop, of course. But the ability to correct your images to a greater extent in post-production is not the only benefit of shooting in the RAW mode. There are more benefits. One, any change you make to a RAW image is entirely and easily reversible. That's why most competitions insist on examining your RAW image if you're shortlisted. Two, while working on a JPEG file, you may accidentally overwrite it with a cropped or a downsized image, in which case the original image is lost. With a RAW file, that danger is completely absent, since any change you ever make to a RAW file is entirely reversible. Nothing is ever lost. 3. Image processing software is always improving, so you might be able to extract more detail and colors from your images in the future if you have a RAW image today. Now, unlike the .jpeg or .jpg extension for all the JPEG images, the RAW format doesn't have one single file extension. Camera makers use different file extensions unique to their cameras. For instance, Canon's RAW images are .cr2, Nikon's .nef, and Sony's are .sr2 or ARW, for example. If you navigate to the image quality settings of your camera, you can easily change to the RAW mode. Alternatively, you can choose RAW plus JPEG so that for each picture you take, both the RAW file and a JPEG file will be saved. That way, if your picture is accurate, you can simply post or print the JPEG file directly, or if you need some changes, some correction or enhancement, you can use the RAW file. Having said that, most pros shoot in RAW and always post-process their images, since that gives the maximum control over the final output. All this sounds good, but are there any disadvantages of shooting in the RAW mode? Let's say there are some challenges for sure. The size of the RAW image, that is, the number of megabytes it occupies on a storage device like a memory card or a hard drive, is anywhere from 2 to 4 times that of a JPEG, which means you need to spend more not only on storage for the images, but also on larger and faster memory cards. To minimize the size of RAW images, some cameras have a lossless compressed RAW mode, which you can find in the image quality settings. The other challenge is that it takes longer to process, convert and use a raw image than a JPEG, but as you saw, if you invest the time, it's worth it. Great, here's an exercise now. Find the raw mode in your image quality settings and observe the difference in file size between the raw and the JPEG, and also try the raw plus JPEG mode and see how many pictures you can take in that mode on your memory card. Based on that, decide whether you want to shoot only in RAW or RAW plus JPEG or maybe just JPEG and switch to that mode. Let's summarize then. JPG is the world's most commonest image format but doesn't allow significant image corrections. A raw image retains much more data captured at the time of the image and therefore allows more processing flexibility. Camera manufacturers use different RAW formats. RAW images have a significantly larger file size. Most DSLRs have a RAW plus JPEG mode to help you have the best of both worlds. Well, that's it for now. In the next video, let's discuss what is image resolution and why is it important for you to know that.